Hello everyone, you're welcome back again. We are given that x to power 3 is equal to 1000. Then we are asked to solve for the value of x that will satisfy this equation. As you can see this equation, the highest power of the variable we are looking for is 3. So this is cubic equation and our expectation is to get 3 possible solutions that will satisfy the equation. Whether complex solution or a real solution, the solution must be 3. And to get that right, we're going to take this constant to the left hand side. We're going to have x to power 3 minus 1000 equal to 0. So the next thing we are going to do is to write this 1000 in cubic form. So we have x to power 3 minus 1000 in cubic form is the same as 10 raised to the power of 3. Because when you multiply 10 by itself 3 times, it's going to give us 1000. So everything will be equal to 0. So now we're going to recall that when we have a raised to the power of 3 minus b raised to the power of 3, this can be simplified as a minus b then multiplied by a square plus ab then plus b square. So this is the property we are going to apply to the left hand side of this equation. As you can see, s to power 3, 10 to power 3, and is separated by negative operation. So this is in this form. So to write it in this form, we take a as x and we take b as 10. So we're going to have x minus 10 then multiply by a square is going to be what? X square plus ab is going to be 10 multiplied by x, which is going to give us 10x, then plus b square. This is going to be what? 10 square. Everything will be equal to this 0. Now I'm going to simplify further. Recall that when you have two terms multiplied by 0, when you have two terms multiply itself and is equal to 0, it's either the first term is 0 or the second term is 0. So we're going to equate x minus 10 equal to 0 or x squared plus 10x plus 10 squared is 10 multiplied by 10, which is going to give us 100, which is equal to 0. Now we're going to solve for the value of x from this side. X now will be equal to, when we take 10 to the right hand side, become positive 10. So this is one of the solution. X is equal to 10. Now to solve the remaining solution, we're going to solve this equation. As you can see, this equation is quadratic equation and we have different methods of solving quadratic equation. But in this video, we're going to apply formula method to solve this, to find the root of this quadratic equation. And recall formula method, x equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac all over 2a, where a is the leading coefficient, which is 1, 10 is the coefficient of b is the coefficient of the middle term, which is 10, and c is the constant, which is 100. Now I'm going to substitute it to this formula. A equal to 1, b equal to the middle coefficient, which is 10, and c equal to the constant, which is 100. Now to substitute into this formula, now we're going to have, in place of b is going to be minus 10 plus or minus 10 in place of b, then plus or minus square root of b square is going to be 10 square minus 4 multiplied by a, which is 1, then multiplied by c, which is 100. So everything all over 2 multiplied by a, and a is the same as 1. Now we're going further. X now will be equal to minus 10 plus or minus square root of 10 squared implies 10 multiplied by 10, which is going to give us 100. Then 4 multiplied by 1 is 4. 4 multiplied by 100 is going to give us 400. 100 minus 400 is going to give us minus 300. Then everything all over 2 multiplied by 1 is the same as 2. So x now will be equal to minus 10 plus or minus square root of this 300 minus 300 can also be written as what? 100 multiplied by negative 3. So everything all over 2. So x now will be equal to minus 10 plus or minus, here we can take the square root of 100. It's going to give us 10 because 100 is a perfect square. So when we take the square root of 100, it's going to be 10, then multiply by, when we take the square root of negative 3, recall that when you are taking the square root of a negative number, we're going to get imaginary number. So square root of -3 is going to be what? Square root of 3 then I, because this negative is the same as -1 and square root of -1 is the same as I, which is imaginary number. So everything will be over 2. Now the next step, if you look at the denominator, and if you look at the denominator, we have 2, and in the numerator we have 10 in both sides. So we can factor out 2 so that we can cancel the 2 in the denominator. So x now will be equal to, when we factor out 2, so -10 divided by 2 is going to give us -5, plus or minus 10 divided by 2 is going to be 5, then multiply by square root of 3, imaginary number, which is I. So everything over these 2, so that these 2 can cancel these 2. So we are left with just -5 plus 5 root 3i, or -5 -5 root 3i. So this is the second solution, and here x3, this is the third solution. So this is how to find the complete solution in cubic equation. As you can see, we find the first solution to be 10, and this is the second solution to be complex number. Remember, these two numbers are not real number, but we are asked to solve completely and find the three solutions. So these two solutions are what we call complex solution because of this imaginary number. Thank you for watching, and please follow and subscribe for more video like this.